and somehow, some way, I tripped her ass, and her body ended up halfway out the window. And I debated if I wanted to drop her. Out the window. The window. No.
Y'all done woke up the motherfucking nuclear bomb. You know, fuck if you piss, hun, you want some, come get some. Matter of fact, I'ma dish some. Cause y'all got me so fucked up. Cause y'all got me so fucked up.
Swoop! What's up, my shooters, and welcome back to my channel. It's Jen, the kid. You already know who I am. Guess what, y'all? Guess what? I'm back with another story time. I ain't even about to waste y'all motherfucking time and try to do an intro or apologize that I missed last week. Y'all, I'm making it up. I'll do that shit. Let's do this shit. Yeah. Okay. But now, for real though. This story time is about the first time that, okay, I grew some balls, okay? So look, you read the title. I'm trying to get it out of my mouth because it was a reawakening for me. Like, it really took a lot. That relationship took a lot out of me. It made me who I am. I'm kind of fucked up. Mainly, it's like 50% okay and then 50% fucked up, and it's just mixed together, and bam, there go the kid. But we all good in this bitch. After the third or fourth time of me getting cheated on, I was done with that shit. That was my very first girlfriend. I thought I was in love. I thought, you know, in marriage, they'd be like, until death do us part, through whatever. I don't know the shit, because... but... when they be like, you know, basically death do us part, I thought I was supposed to be cheated on. I was so slow and dumb back then. I was just so fucking stupid back then. Like, I really thought that I was supposed to just keep getting my feelings hurt and just keep trying, because it's until death do us part, because I want to marry this bitch. When you're young, you fall in love with anything, okay? Anything. So, I thought I was in love, so I really wanted to be with this bitch, and I let her cheat on me. So about the fourth or fifth time, I don't remember how many times, because I was stupid. Drunk in love, like stupid. But she cheated on me. I was like, you know, I'm done with this. I'm moving out. I can't do this shit, because we was living together. It's something different when you live together, because then that's when you really want to, you know, try to work on it and shit. But then it gets to a point where your man just like, bitch, you've been through enough. I had enough. I left and I moved into a crib when I shouldn't have. If y'all want that story time, please let me know. My roommate was horrible. I went with a roommate, and I was paying, you know, a rent every month just to be in one of his, I was renting out one of his rooms. So I was paying rent to him every month. To find out he wasn't even paying rent. But we ain't gonna get up into that. So I was paying him rent every month to be in one of his rooms. So I moved out. I tried to get my life together, y'all. I was trying to be something good. I was like, I'm done with this relationship. I'm done with all this shit. Like, you know, I'm just gonna be single. I'm gonna just go ahead and make my money, keep going to work, shit like that, stack my bread, get my own shit. I'm living in this dude shit. I'm doing what I said I was gonna do, stack my money so I can get my own shit. At least 2 months ago back, I got lonely. I used to get ass on demand, and now I'm just sitting right here like, I don't want to trust these hoes because you don't know if they got something. I don't want to do it to myself. Like, I really want to just be by myself. I needed to encourage myself. Now, that shit lonely, dog. Like, I need somebody in this bitch with me. So, I tried to do the little dating thing. I tried to go on the little dating sites and shit. You know, go outside, meet new people. But I just didn't like nobody. See, I'm not the type of person that like people. And the people that do like me don't like me when they first meet me. Like, the people that love me now don't like me when they first meet me. So, I understand that it ain't them, it's me. And I'm okay with that. But... I'm not okay with, like, meeting new people. I be trying to be as friendly as I am, and I'm very sociable. But when it comes to actually inviting you into my life, calling you a friend other than an associate, it takes a lot with that title. I don't just throw that shit out friendly now, because everybody ain't got your back, even if they say they do. And actions speak louder than words. So that's all I'm going off of nowadays. I ain't really want to meet nobody new. And I just didn't want to. So basically, I just went home one night and I blocked the bitch. But you know, back then on iPhones, if you block somebody, it'd just be like, the message still there, but it's in your block folder. So I just went to the block folder and I read it, and she's like, I'm so sorry, I did this and this. You know, you just made my heart melt, because I did stay with this bitch for about 7 years. Like, it was a long time. Like, we was together for like 6 or 7 years, and I was young as fuck and stupid as hell. But I keep repeating that because that's a long ass time to give somebody. Like, y'all, like, stop repeating that shit. Bitch, you just said it like 7 times. We was together for 7 years. That's a long ass time to give somebody your everything. Well, I ain't gonna say I gave him my everything, because about the 5th year I started doing me, because you got me fucked up. Stop playing with me. But I text her back like, you know, you don't mean that shit. And we got to arguing back and forth. But we argued all the way until the next morning. Like, when you get into it with somebody, y'all just break up. Y'all ain't about to be like, oh my gosh, I miss you. Now y'all about to try to fight that shit through and get over it. So we start arguing back and forth and shit. It got to the point where we actually did make up. We was like, okay, you know, I don't want to fight no more. She was like, can I see you tomorrow, because I really miss you. And I was still stupid. I was like, damn, I don't want to see this bitch. I'm like, yeah, you can see me tomorrow. She was like, can I come over? I want to see how you live and make sure you good. I was like, yeah, you come over. Stupid. 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 I'm like, yeah, you come over. We can talk. We can chill. We can, you know, smoke shit like that. She come over. We smoke. We talking shit. And I guess the drugs got to her because she started just questioning shit. Like, at first I wasn't trying to get back with her because we went through too much shit. Like, the reason why I moved out, it was so much shit that happened that day, that week, that my man just was done for real. But the reason why I moved out wasn't to, you know, fuck with you or hurt your feelings or show you that I didn't want to get back with you, because I wasn't really planning to get back with her. The reason why I moved out was because I felt like it was time for me to start focusing on me. I had to see what I wanted in life, and right where I was going, the road that I was going, I was chasing after some bitch. It wasn't what I really wanted in life. Like, I got dreams, and I had those dreams since I was like 7. So I'm gonna just keep pursuing those dreams. So she come over, the drugs got to her, and she like, why you leave? You know, you look, because I had my whole little room set up. I had posters on the wall and shit. Like, I had my shit set up, TV set up, bed set up. Like, this is my little room. I had a lock on my door. Locks on my door, actually. But, because I don't trust nobody. I had a lock on my window, too. I'm going to tell you that story if you want to know. But I had a lock on my window. And she saw that I was in that bitch. She asked me how much was rent. She thought it was affordable. And she just got so in her feelings, like, this bitch really left. Like, we ain't just doing it for no minute. Like, she didn't even know these people when she moved in with them. Like, this bitch is really gone. And that's how I really felt. Like, we cool, we could chill, we could talk. I felt like I invited her over to try to close a door. Like, just close those feelings and shit. But it just turned to something crazy, because she started jumping out her motherfucking body as she got angry with my answers. Like, I'm not doing this to hurt you. I really think it's time for me to focus on me. She's like, so you by yourself, and then us. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying I really need to understand if I want to be in this relationship or not. So, and she just started going off like, I'm like, you know what? That's why we not together. Because you're so controlling, and you think you about to run what I'm about to do, and you do what the fuck you want to do like you did so much. So she's like, crying, like, I love the fuck out of that girl. And to this day, I still got love for her. If something happened to her, I would be hurt. I do wish her well. I ain't wishing no bad on her. This is me just telling the story on my side, my behalf. But I don't love her ass no more. I'm in love with somebody else, and the way she loves me shows me that that's how love really is supposed to be. So I ain't wishing no bad. But that girl, it wasn't together back then. The mental parts and shit wasn't together and shit. And man wasn't either. I was fucked up in the head, to be honest. I ain't sitting here dissing nobody, but it wasn't together. So she jumped out her body the wrong way, and somehow her hand landed on me. That's how angry she got. She put her hands on me. And I wasn't even trying to fight in my new shit. Like, you trying to get me put out of this shit real early. But it got to the point where it's like, you still putting your hands on me. Like, stop touching me. Like, so we started boxing and shit. Like, we started slanging shit. And dude was, my roommate wasn't even there. But when he came in there, he heard the shit, like the commotion and shit, and he's like, you okay, Jen? I'm like, yeah, I'm just tussling and playing around, but I ain't want to get kicked out. So she started like, so I was like, no, fuck this, like getting loud and shit. And somehow, some way, I tripped her ass, and her body ended up halfway out the window, because the window was open. It was a hot, I moved in the summertime, like, that's how, it was a hot ass day. It was like 93, 94 degrees. I had no AC. I just moved in this bitch. I didn't get no fan, like, hot. But I had the window all the way open. The screen was in there, but the way I tripped her, her head flew out first, and that big ass head knocked the screen outside the fucking window, and I had her by her motherfucker, I think her belt buckle in her hand. And then it got to a point where she just like, I'm trying to pull her back in, she's still talking shit, and she's like trying to, I'll spit on you, like, got real disrespectful type shit. So I grabbed her by her motherfucking collar, act like I was about to drop her, but I still had the belt. And I just know that I hung that bitch out the window. And I ain't tried to. I really didn't try to. I hung my sister out the window before too, and I ain't trying to do that either. If you want to know that story, tag, comment that below. But it was just real disrespectful. What I was doing was real disrespectful. I was real disrespectful back then. And I ain't gonna encourage none of the shit that I was doing because I had anger issues and my life was not together. I had a lot of shit that I had to figure out. I'm still trying to figure some of that shit out, but I hung her ass out the window. And I debated if I wanted to drop her. That's how you know that something was wrong. Something was wrong with me. Something was not right. My mental state was probably shocked and fucked up because I've been through so much shit and I felt like every year something new just popped on and just smacked my ass. Soccer punched my ass and shit. Like, I'm surprised I wasn't walking around with black ass because I felt like every fucking year something new just like boop bitch here, boop bitch handle this, boop bitch. They say what doesn't kill you make you stronger, but I was damn near holding on to my last breath because I was just tired. It took for me to get grown to actually understand that my life is in my hands and my control. Yeah, I hung out the window. I'm not trying to justify why I hung out the window because it ain't no fucking right. It ain't no fucking reason that I did it. I just did it because I was fucked up back then. But after I came to my senses, I pulled her ass back then. And I threw her ass to the side. And she tried to run back up on me and I just pushed her down. I said, I am not trying to fight you. Like, please, just chill out. Like, just chill out. And we started talking again and she started crying. I don't want to say the next part because it's like, damn, your ass crazy for real. But no, we ended up having makeup sex. But I still told her, like, at the end of it, because we was just laying there, and I told her, like, I don't want to be together. Like, I don't want to do this. This is not what I did this for too long, and now it's just time for me to figure out who I am. Like, it got to a point where I wasn't even in school because of her for a second. It was like, my life was just too controlled, and I felt like it was too consumed by that relationship, and it wasn't a healthy relationship. And I really hope that she understands that as well, because I don't think I ever put myself through the things that I put myself through in that relationship ever again. But yeah, after that, I just told her, like, you know, we can't be together, and she got upset. She really did get upset. She didn't understand it back then. I hope she do now, but she left me alone. And I must have reached out to her one day on some, like, you know, we could smoke and meet chill type shit, because I really wasn't trying to meet no new people. And I ain't really, I don't know, I don't want to be enemies with my exes, because I don't want nobody out there saying they hate me, because all I'm trying to do is bring positive energy into the world. But I tried to be cool with her, and she was just like, nah, I'm cool, you know, I'm chilling, like, try to play me and shit. So I just left her alone completely, and then she started reaching out to me, but she was on a block list, and I made sure it stayed on the block list. And we just went from there. Like, haven't seen her, hope she's doing good, shit like that. But out the window. The window. No. Something. That's like anger issues one-on-one. One-on-one. But how y'all doing today? I know I've been talking for like 10, 13 minutes straight. I don't know. How y'all doing today? Comment it down below. I miss y'all. I'm trying to stay on top of this shit. I have been stressed out, y'all. Like, my brain just want to turn off sometimes because I feel like I be thinking and doing so much, working so much, and doing homework so much. But I'm here for y'all because y'all here for me, my shooters. Let's get us to 6K. Let's go. We at 5K already. Let's get to 6K. Let's get it. Go ahead and hit subscribe if you ain't hit subscribe already. Why? Because I'm going to keep y'all entertained. And it's time for me to get the fuck up. Nah, for real, it's time for me to get the fuck up and turn this camera off. So, y'all, enjoy y'all day. And I'll see y'all next week. If not next week, then it's gonna be next week. I'm gonna try to stay on this shit for y'all. I know I said that last time, but don't count me for my word. Just know I'm gonna be here for y'all, and I'm not gonna give up. If I take a week off, no, I'm gonna be there next week. Cause shit get hectic. Oh yeah, I'm recording some new music. I'm gonna just keep saying that. So when the week does come, y'all gonna know when to tune in, okay? Just know that. In the video.